So I finally figured something out, something I've been doing wrong all last year. And I want to share it with you guys so you don't have to go through what I went through. So I'm talking about intermittent fasting. Now, last year I really got into it and I did it for the whole year and I lost a bunch of weight. I got down to 5% body fat. And I really worked hard at it, and I was extremely impressed with the results. However, I did something completely wrong while I was working out. And what it is what I figured out is fasted workouts don't always burn more fat. Now, let me explain to you how I am. And if you know me, you know this is exactly true. I've always been a more is better type guy. If this works, well then let's pile it on and turn it up to 111% because more is definitely got to be better. It's gotten me into a lot of pickles and I will never probably learn my lesson. However, this lesson I have learned, I'm going to share it with you. So I started fasting, I lost weight, and I thought to myself, if I am burning all this fat while I'm at work and while I'm at home and as a fasted, then if I go into the gym in a fasted state and hit cardio, then I'm going to burn that much more fat. So what I would do is I would have my 20-hour fast. I would go straight to the gym with nothing in me but water and electrolytes. And I would jump on the stair mill and I would do 30, 45 minutes of a workout. I would crank my heart rate up to 170, 165, thinking to myself, I am burning fat like a bonfire, right? Well, now that I've gotten back into it this year and I'm doing it, I've started doing some research and I realized that, yeah, I did burn calories and I lost weight, but I probably lost a lot of muscle along with the fat. And let me explain why. What we're talking about now is your body is kind of like a hybrid car that has electric and gas. And what your body has these metabolic markers. And the technical term is ventilatory thresholds. And what that is, it's kind of like gears. So when you are resting, when you are at a low intensity, like walking, your body prefers to burn fat for fuel because it's a slower burn. However, when you up the intensity, your body kind of makes adjustments. So ventilatory thresholds they have two different phases. There's VT1 and VT2. So I'm going to start calling it VT1 and VT2. VT1 is basically very low intensity. And that means your heart rate isn't getting spiked up and you are just kind of moving along. You're doing some work, but you're moving along at a slow pace. And when you're at VT1, your body is mostly taking fat to burn to fuel your energy. So when you're walking at an easy pace, you can breathe, you can talk, you're mostly burning fat. So this is great news if you are overweight, you're just starting out, you are out of shape and maybe you just aren't ready to jump into the gym and start really getting at it, but you need to lose like 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. So you do the intermittent fasting right before you eat, before you break your fast, get out and take a walk. And you are going, as long as you are able to talk and you're breathing normally, you are going to be burning almost, you're burning majority of fat. You are going to be burning a little bit of carbs, but majority of it is going to be fat. So you're really going to accelerate your fat loss at this time. So it's great. So what you want to do is you want to get out there and walk. Now, get out there, start walking, and when it gets easier, a little pro tip is you can get a weighted vest or a backpack and put that on and continue the walk. you will accelerate your fat loss even more, and you can continue doing that until you are ready. Once you get used to that, you're probably going to be ready to start hitting the gym and taking it up a notch. All right, so that's VT1. You're burning mostly fat. Now, what is going to happen when you up the intensity of the workout? Well, now you're going into VT2. VT2 is kind of like shifting that gear in that hybrid, and you need to merge into traffic. You're going to start needing fast fuel, fast burning fuel, and that's when your body is going to start looking for glucose, which is where the carbs come in. And your body's going to grab that glucose, and it's going to help you maintain that energy while your heart rate is up and while you're going through that intense workout. Now, here's the thing. You ask me, well, you absolutely had nothing in the tank when you were doing those workouts last year, so how could you possibly be burning anything but fat? Well, here is where it gets tricky. There's this little thing called gluconeogenesis. And what that is it means your body wants glucose to burn for energy, and if you don't have any in your tank, if you don't put any in there, it's going to make its own. And you know how it makes its own? It uses amino acids. And you know where it gets the amino acids? From your muscles. So that's what is going to happen during that high intensity workout. You're going to be burning fat, but your body's like, dude, I need some glucose. And if you don't have any, well, I'm just going to have to start taking some from your biceps, bro. And so it starts creating glucose to make sure that you get through that workout. Now, yes, you lost weight, but I could have held on to a ton of muscle and burned the fat at the same time if I would have done that. So now what am I going to do? Okay, so here's the plan. I am still fasting all through the day. I'm still going to go to the gym right after working out. However, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring a small meal with me, something real portable that I can bring to work that I don't have to stress about. All you really need is like a banana, maybe a couple of dates, and some protein shake. I like to do 3 or 4 eggs, hard-boiled eggs, but you can also do like a whey protein shake. Now, what that is going to do for you is it's going to give you, I'd say about 30 to 60 minutes before you get to the gym, you're gonna eat this. So on my way, I leave the office, eat that, head to the gym. By the time I get to the gym, it's about a 45-minute drive. I am ready to go. What that's going to do for you is it's going to give you that glucose you need to get that intense workout, and it's going to give you the protein you need to protect the muscles. So you're going to burn that glucose. You run out of that glucose from that banana and those 2 dates or whatever you eat. Then your body's going to be like, I need to start doing the gluconeogenesis. It's going to grab the protein from the egg. It's not going to get it from your muscles. Now, you think to yourself, well, number one, that's going to break your fast. So how does that all of a sudden, how does that burn the maximum amount of fat? And so this is where it actually kind of gets interesting. When you go ahead and hit that high intensity workout, number one, that meal is going to allow you to perform at a higher level for probably a longer time. You're not going to be completely exhausted, and you're going to be able to keep on going, and you're going to be able to burn more calories total than you probably would if you had a completely empty tank. So more calories burn on that. But when you do the VT2 real high intensity workouts, there's this thing that they labeled afterburn. And really what afterburn is it's called EPOC, EPOC. It's excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And what that means is after a heavy workout, your body is going to be needing fuel to recover, to rebuild, to get everything back into normal. And sometimes it can last up to 24 hours. So your calorie burning and your fat burning level is going to be higher. Hey Joyce, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Anyway, your fat burning is going to be higher, your calories are going to be higher, and it's going to keep you going through the rest of the day. So even when you're done working out and you go home and you eat, your body is going to be at a higher level of burning calories and burning fat throughout the rest of the night. So what can we take away here? Number one, you want to burn fat more for the entire day, not just at a certain calories. I mean, a certain amount of time on the workout. When you are just starting out and you want to do intermittent fasting, which I'm telling you is the most successful way to lose weight, walk. This is it. Just walk. You know, do your fast, get out there, walk for 30, 45 minutes, and then break your fast. You are going to succeed in this. It's all about, number one, consistency and discipline. Number two, discipline. Continually doing this every day, every day, every day. So many people fail because they start, they do it 4 or 5 days, and then they stop. They say it was too hard or whatever. I'm here to tell you, intermittent fasting is not only great and a good way to do this, it's something that you can turn on and off once you get in the habit of doing it. Now, I stopped doing it in October, and I was eating and I was bulking up and I was eating the whole time. And then when February hit, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get back to intermittent fasting. I turned it on like nothing. My body was ready for it. It knew what to do, and it actually was like a little thankful, because I got my energy was back up, and I really feel a lot better doing that. So it's something that you can utilize, it's a tool that you can utilize, but you have to get in the habit of doing it. You have to push for 3-4 weeks, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's going to be just like anything. It's going to be a habit, and it's going to be it's not going to be that difficult. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share you guys with. I wanted to share you that if you are going to do the intermittent fasting and you want to burn the fat, the most effective way to do that is to keep your intensity down when you are completely fasted. If you are going to go do a high intensity workout, throw in a little bit of glucose, throw in a little bit of protein, protect those muscles, and work out hard, and then enjoy the afterburn. And this is what, you know, I'm doing. I am going to be doing it for the next couple of months. I'll let you know how things go. You know, let me know if you decide to start. Hit me up, and I will help you, walk you through every aspect of the intermittent fasting and all the tips and tricks that I learned. There's plenty of things that I don't get to talk about in these videos that I want to talk about. Eventually I will, but I'd be happy to share them with you. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day, and everything works out for you, because I love you, baby.